It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And up next are the Texans' electric quarterback, as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Texans and the Commanders coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Washington Commanders and the Houston Texans. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand here. CD, you look at the Texans in this matchup, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of, we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from a challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of brawn.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 23 carries, 102 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync. And that bodes well this late in the season. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's Schaub. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Schaub. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Henry up the middle. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Throwing again on second down. Chump. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. And this one is right through. And it's 3-0 Washington. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And no excitement, unless you're on the defensive team of last week, in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now Evans. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Texans had 6 and 9 to start play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is going to have a Texans first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And they'll work this down inside the 30. From the 29, Evans. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
Evans will look to throw it. The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Commander's going to retake the field for drive number 2. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but half from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketing the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll go with the option, coming right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll get this to the 32. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Evans. Flush to his right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
On 1st and 10, Evans. That's underneath to Pierce. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Working with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And Ingram holds it in. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First and 10, it's Pierce. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Off play action. Evans. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Evans throwing on 4th down. And this is caught by Evans. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Evan Ingram from 21 yards away. And the Texans are once again back in front. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. A 10-play drive that time. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Again, it's Robinson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Robinson up the middle. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Shump. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon a 3rd and 14.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Now Evans to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Evans over the middle, complete. That's Davis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be complete to Mechie. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Evans. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Evans rolling to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start by heading out west. State Farm Stadium in Glendale, where it was the visiting Bills who were able to come away with the victory on the road. Khalil Shakir, well over 100 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first two quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts. As you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Pulls it in at the 13. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Looking to throw again on second down. Evans, they'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. This ball caught by Mechie. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? You try to go with the quicker guy and sometimes even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Pierce now up the middle. And he's got it to about the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Evans. A short throw to Ingram. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Evans. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Here's Pierce, is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Bass on for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First possession of the second half now for Washington. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On 2nd and 9, Schaub slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for it. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's Schaub. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Evans. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Evans, complete. Smith has it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now Evans. Open man right side is Ingram. To throw again on 2nd down. Evans looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. On the option, here's Eckler. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Evans. He gets this one to Mechie. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Evans. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Schaub. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now Schaub. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he's got some space here. The 20. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
Yeah, he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The kick by pass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Hand off now to Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Shaw. throw here is incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw here. Got a man. It's Brown.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The offense on 3rd down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
And he finds McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
On 2nd and goal, Shaw being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Evans will look to throw it. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
On the give, here's Robinson. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. From the 16, Shaw checks this one down to Robinson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught 11 off the field, the sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review on this being. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Here's Evans. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. To throw again on second down. Shaw. Throw right side complete to Dotson. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's out wide here for Robinson. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he'll find Hall. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the